Friday night's first-round game between West Virginia and Morehead State got started about 30 minutes late thanks to the North Texas-Purdue game going to overtime. In the first few minutes, you could tell both teams were anxious to get things started, and it took a couple of trips up and down the floor before there was any sort of offensive rhythm. KJ Hunt Jr. got the scoring underway by knocking down a mid-range jumper for Morehead State, which was then followed up by back-to-back threes from Miles McBride and Sean McNeil. West Virginia's defense did a really nice job in the first 6 or so minutes of denying passes and forcing turnovers, turning into fast break buckets for the Mountaineers. The 11-0 run forced Morehead State head coach Preston Spradlin to call his first timeout of the game. The Eagles' defense tightened things up and in turn, went on an 11-0 run themselves to knot the game up at 17 apiece. True freshman big man Johnny Broome flustered Derek Culver in the first half on both ends of the floor. Broome collected 8 points and 5 rebounds while Culver was limited to 2 points, both free throws, and 2 boards. Both teams traded buckets back-forth over the next few minutes before the Mountaineers gained a little separation once again, with Emmett Matthews Jr. drilling a 3 from the corner, pushing the lead to 36-29. The final 4 points in the final 2 minutes of the half came from the charity stripe as Derek Culver and Devin Cooper converted on both of their free throw attempts. West Virginia took a 38-31 lead into the locker room. McBride led all scorers at the break with 12 points on 5/8 shooting, including knocking down his first 4 shots of the night. Morehead State got things rolling quickly, starting the second half on a 10-4 run which trimmed the lead to 1, forcing a West Virginia timeout. Shortly after, the Mountaineers stretched the lead out once again by going on an 11-0 run, with 9 of those points coming in a 30-second span. McBride made a layup while taking an elbow to the head from Devin Cooper, which was ruled as a flagrant 1 foul. McBride made both free throws, then on the inbound, he threw the ball off the defender's back, grabbed it, and was fouled once again on the layup attempt. After a very quiet first half, the Mountaineers finally got some offensive production out of Culver as he scored on back-to-back possessions to extend the lead to 59-48. McBride went back to work hitting a pair of threes, one of which was highly contested. A few possessions later, he hit the 30-point mark with a breakaway dunk to make it a 78-61 lead. The last 12 minutes of the game were dominated by West Virginia, and Morehead never kept within striking distance. The Mountaineers went on to defeat the Eagles 84-67 and will now advance to the round of 32 to take on Old Big East rival Syracuse on Sunday. You can follow us for future coverage by clicking follow on the page's top right-hand corner.